listen to it. Name again?
It's Rapuano. Rapuano.
Steve Rapuano.
Yes, sir. Well, they do have uniforms.
Okay. That'll make it a little easier.
At least they got the no, they're all 14 though. Now what's going on?
No, that guy's wearing number 7.
You're right.
All right, we are ready to go here from Johnson Park in New Ulm, Minnesota for the first round of the sub-state tournament between the Northfield River Rats and Mankato National. I'm AJ Reister, joined alongside Steve Rapuano. And Steve, this is the first round of the sub-state tournament. A little late to the broadcast. We were down there talking with the head coaches. But it's always exciting once the postseason begins. Both of these teams coming in today after some pretty spectacular regular seasons, and it should be an exciting way to start off the Legion Sub-State Tournament in the state of Minnesota. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch, but first let's catch up with the head coaches from both squads, starting with Mankato Nationals, Jamie Mulvihill. Coach, first round of the sub-state tournament, you got the Northfield River Rats, but first, we haven't seen you guys before. How has your season been up to this point?
We're doing pretty good. We're 10-5. We took third place in the Upper Midwest Classic here in New Ulm a couple weeks ago. Went 3-2 in our Gopher Classic pool. It's been a good season so far.
And the first thing that we noticed when we walked in is the number 22 jerseys. Everyone on your squad is wearing them. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, so the 22s are after former player and coach Shane Sellner, who passed away in June 10th from a heart attack. He was 28, and he played for the national team from 2012 through 2014, and then coached with us from 2016 through 2018.
What kind of inspired for all of you guys to wear that? Because obviously that's a great story and a great thing that you guys do, but what really inspired for you guys to do that this season?
Yeah, so he was a loved guy on the team and things like that. From when he was a player to when he was a coach, things like that. And really we wanted to find a way to honor him. And then the Waterville Indians amateur baseball team put out a GoFundMe type thing. So they asked basically everyone for buying these jerseys, and we said, yeah, absolutely. So we bought the whole team jerseys, and we're going to wear them for the first game in the playoffs.
Gotcha. So are you wearing them for the first game, or are you wearing them all season?
No, this is our first time we put them on.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
So he passed away here about a month ago, and, it was one of those things where we're going to wear them in our annual Mulva Hill Invitational Tournament. It was a tournament named after my dad when he passed away, so it was a way to honor him, and we were going to honor Shane for that same tournament, but it got rained out from our fun little rain June. So,
well, that's a great story. So I'm glad you guys were able to do that and honor him as well. But getting back to this game today, starting in just about 20 minutes now, you have the starting pitcher today for you guys is Ben Hain. How has he been for you guys, and what do you expect to get out of him today?
Yeah, he's been a battler all season. He comes in, throws strikes. So that's what we expect out of him today, is just to come in and make sure we're hitting the zone and just go from there. Obviously this is our first time seeing Northfield, and I know they had a good season in high school, so it's one of those things where I don't know that seeds really mean much here. So
exactly. And this is for the Northfield broadcast. So who are some of the guys on your squad that we should be looking out for?
It's we got Wilson Moggers. He's a Gatorade Player of the Year, and then some of the seniors on the team. Mason DeRose and Zach Benson. They're good ball players. Adam Tim. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was Mankato National Head Coach Jamie Mulvihill. As we are underway here from New Ulm, Tegan Melgren, grounded to the shortstop, fires to first, is in time for the double play. Jake Geiger led things off with an infield single, but Tegan Melgren rolls into a double play, 6-4-3, and that will bring up the River Rat shortstop, J.T. Groutman.
It was a nice fundamental play. Really, really nice play there.
Textbook as the shortstop for Mankato National. Wilson Moggers, who, as head coach Jamie Mulvihill pointed out, Gatorade Player of the Year in the spring season. J.T. Groutman swings and misses through the off-speed pitch from Hain. But, Steve, that was a really touching story there about number 22, Shane Sellner, who Mankato National is honoring today in their warm-up jerseys. We saw them all of them wearing number 22 with the Waterville Indians logo across the front. Thought that was a really fun story for him to be able to talk about.
Yeah, he passed away in June. He was actually a player and a coach. Oh, there's a foul ball.
He passed away just back in June from a heart attack.
Yeah.
The Waterville Indians set up that GoFundMe page, and they got all the jerseys for them as well.
Yeah, and their practice squad, their practice jerseys. That was pretty neat.
Groutman behind 0-2, takes one in the dirt. That was one of the first things we noticed. Got a little nervous that we were going to have a tough time picking out the Mankato National players, but they're back into their white and orange unis with all white pants. River Rats also wearing their all white uniforms and white pants. 1-2 to Groutman. Takes high.
The dimensions in this park, it's 335 down the line, 376 in the gap, and 405 in center. Pretty big ballpark, huh?
Yeah, very big. Ground ball to the left side. Shortstop Moggers picks it up. The throw to first is in time. River Rats go down in order with some help from the shortstop Moggers, starting that double play. 1-2-3 as we head to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back after this quick message.
Automotive at Valley Auto House is a big supporter of Northfield activities, now offering 10% off service labor to Northfield Public School faculty. Valley Auto House is a full-service collision center, towing facility, and automotive repair shop, servicing all makes and models. We do everything from oil changes, brakes, and suspension to engine replacements. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or find us at valleyautohouse.net. Go Raiders!
Northfield Retirement Community has received higher satisfaction ratings on Minnesota's Assisted Living Report Card when compared to other assisted living facilities across the state. These high ratings in the quality of resident life and family satisfaction come directly from residents and their families. Northfield Retirement Community offers a wide variety of housing and service options that are specifically designed to meet the physical, social, and spiritual needs of aging adults. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
First round of the sub-state tournament between the River Rats and Mankato National. Before the game, we got to catch up with the River Rats head coach, Robert Garcia. All right, here with the Northfield head coach, Robert Garcia. Coach, first round of sub-state. What was the message to the guys coming into today?
Just coming in here and making sure that we play our defense that we've been playing the last week, making sure that we make plays and pitchers throwing strikes. And when pitchers can throw strikes, and trust on their defense, good things happen. We're going to try to put some pressure by playing a little bit of small ball. When we get guys on base, we're going to put pressure on Mankato and just trying to put the ball in play.
You have Mankato National. What do you know about them? How do you hope to attack?
Well, we just know just from last year when we made our state tournament run, we saw Mankato American, but just talking to the coach from last year from Mankato American, they said that Mankato National gave them a good run. So we know what we're expecting, and we have Tegan on the mound, and he was kind of our inside, one of his roommates for next year college. He plays for Mankato National, so he was able to give us some intel of how their season is doing this year. So
appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you. Thanks.
Today's coaches interview is brought to you by Hometown Credit Union, a member-owned financial institution with branches in Owatonna, Faribault, and Northfield.
There's the pitch from Tegan Melgren. Finds the strike zone. Talay Sartell, the batter for Mankato National, leading things off. Also the starting center fielder. Tried to put down a bunt, but just went foul. Now finds himself behind 0-2 to the senior Tegan Melgren. And as we heard from head coach Robert Garcia, one of his future roommates is playing on this team. Some insider information, as he'd like to call it. Melgren way ahead here, 0-2. Pops it up behind the dish. Cahoon rips off the mask, giving chase. Makes a nice catch for out number one. That's not an easy play to make behind the dish, having to rip off the mask.
It wasn't that high either. That was a pretty good play for sure.
Ryan Cahoon just finished up his junior year. Will take over the starting duties next spring for the varsity team behind the dish with Howie Reister graduating. First pitch from Melgren to Zach Benson, the starting third baseman today for Mankato National. Up and away for ball one. Another curveball up and away, ball two.
What does he normally throw? What is his mix of pitches?
He typically throws that fastball, curveball mix, but also has a pretty nasty changeup that he'll mix in there when he can. 2-0. Fastball outside corner, called a strike.
It's nicely placed there.
Tegan was named the team MVP during the spring season. Named also the Big Nine all-conference team. 2-1s outside.
He's nibbling on that corner.
He's trying to get it. He got it called for strike, but that one just left a bit outside. Big gap out in right center. 3-1 from Melgren. Got it called that time.
It's a beautiful park. This first time I've been to Johnson Park. It's really a nice feel.
Got the nice ivory to the right side and down that right field corner. Full count. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. Melgren picks up his first strikeout. 2 down. You talked about it, Steve, trying to go back to that outside corner, and he stuck with it despite not getting to a 3-1 count. Kept going to that outside corner and got the swing and miss.
I have a feeling he read the scouting report.
Or his roommate told it to him.
That's true. That's true.
Here is Wilson Moggers, the shortstop, Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Minnesota. Started that double play in the top half. Takes low for ball 2. This is a guy that the River Rats, of course, knew about coming into the game today. Had him circled on their roster. 2-0. Call the strike on the outside corner.
You know, they're saying, when we were talking to the Mankato national coach, he was saying you can pretty much throw the brackets out in the rankings on these teams when you get into the sub-state. It's a different year.
Fouled off. Especially during the summer season with Legion Baseball, the rosters seem to change from game to game with kids going on summer vacations. A lot of them are playing club baseball or town ball. You never really know who's going to show up during the regular season, but in the postseason, more guys like to be there.
There's a nice line drive. Left field.
Moggers with a base knock. Keeps the inning alive with 2 outs. Brings up the cleanup hitter in Mason Duros, the first baseman for Mankato National. So Mankato National with their first base runner. Elgren looks in. Kicks and fires. This one's lifted into center, and it will drop in for a base hit. Back-to-back singles for Mankato National, and they have something cooking here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Bring up Adam Tim, the starting catcher in the 5-hole, with 2 on and 2 down. Molesky holding the runner at second. Big gap to the right side. Melgren kicks and fires. Called a strike on the outside corner.
It seems like he needs to stay on that outside corner. That's where he's been effective on his pitches, and if he continues to do that, I think he'll be successful today.
Ahead 0-1. Rolled over to the left side. Shortstop Groutman fields it, throw to first, gets by. 1 run will score. And he'll hold up at third. Adam Tim reaches on an error and scores the first run of the ball game. Rourke Bennett in at first base with Nico Vandenwalker not playing tonight. Couldn't get it on the long hop from JT Groutman at short, and Mankato National takes the first lead. Colton Ball digs in, the second baseman. That's just a tough play there for Bennett at first. Had to try and field it on the long hop.
Yep, set outside again. That was an off-speed pitch to it. Looked like a curveball that he hit, huh?
Yeah, really trying to pick up the usage. He's really hammered that fastball on the outside corner, but his curveball has a lot of movement, 12-6. If he can get that dialed in, it can be a nasty swing and miss pitch. 1-1 to Colton Ball. Curveball misses low. Melgren got a start behind the dish in the final regular season game with Howie Reister on one of his vacations, and Ryan Cahoon getting a well-deserved day's rest. But now he's back out on the mound where he was for most of the spring season, also splits time in the outfield. Behind 3-1 here to the 6-hole hitter and Ball. Right back to the outside corner, like you said. Full count, 2 down, 2 runners in scoring position, and Mankato National leading 1-0 here in the first. Line to right side, but foul.
You know, he will have to mix it up, though. They'll start picking that up on the outside, as you saw in that foul ball. They're starting to get used to it a little bit. So he's going to have to mix it up these next few innings, I'm sure, as they see him another time up at bat.
3-2. Line to left center. It will get over the left fielder's head and down for a base hit. 2 runs will score, and Colton Ball has a 2-run double. 3-0 Mankato National on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
It's all done with 2 outs, too.
All started by Wilson Mager's base hit with 2 outs. And that's what started it. Here's Taven Pribble. Up and in. Now, Melgren's been hammering that fastball here early. You talked about how he might have to mix it up a little bit more once they get down the order. If a guy's hammering the fastball, are you going to continue to sit and try and be early, or are you going to, if you are expecting him to switch it up, you're going to start sitting back and pushing it towards the right side?
Well, I think that's critical when you're on deck that you're watching this, because that's really going to be a telltale for you.
2-1. Taven Pribble starting in left after the Colton Ball 2-run double. Try to go back inside.
Trying to get it up and under his hands there.
He was hammering that outside corner through the first 6 batters. But here against Pribble is trying to go inside. Back outside there with the fastball, full count. Full count, 2 down, 3-0 Mankato National. Lifts it into right field, giving chase and making the play is Gabe Heiner. It's for out number 3, but not before Mankato National puts 3 runs on the board on 3 hits. You're watching NorthfieldLive.com.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Remodeling your home is a way to breathe new life into your house, and the process can be made easy with Schmidt Homes. Their team has extensive experience in partial and total home renovations, meaning your home will be completed quickly and to your standards, allowing you to enjoy your newly renovated home with peace of mind. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
And that's how the River Rats will score their first run of the ball game. They'll bring up the center fielder, Caleb Graw. That's got to be a big weight off the shoulders, getting that first run on the board, especially after giving up 3 there in the first.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to come right back when they put 3 up.
Graw takes a strike. Caleb Graw playing center field tonight, with Cam Kaiser unable to make it to today's game. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there from Ben Hain. Features fastball, curveball, slider.
I think they said his go-to pitch is that fastball, too.
Likes to start him off with the heat and then throw him the junk ahead 0-2, and that's what we see. Gets Craw to pop up towards the River Rat dugout, and the first baseman makes the play for out number 2, Mason DeRose, giving chase and making the nice play. One down with Reister on second. Brings up the right fielder, Gabe Heinrichs. Another senior going to play baseball in the fall with UW River Falls. Fouls this one off. We've seen a couple of nice defensive plays today here early. We saw Cahoon make that play behind the dish, ripping off the mask. Now Mason DeRose going into foul territory. We learned an interesting rule before the game. Anything even off the dugout, if it comes back into play, it's still in play.
It's the most unusual rule that I've heard of in a grounds rule recap. That was just bizarre.
I wish we would have been able to go over and listen to that meeting at home plate. We were down there when Robert Garcia and Jamie Mulvihill were talking with the umpires. Ground ball left side. Shortstop. Nice throw to first in time. Wow. Wilson Moggers, the Gatorade Player of the Year, with a nice play at short for out number 2.
They definitely came to play today. There's no doubt. That defense looks good out there.
That's the third play that Wilson Moggers has made. The first one was to start a double play, then right there, a leaping throw to get the speedy Gabe Heinrichs. Here's the first baseman, Rourke Bennett, starts him off with a strike. Well, the River Rats started off this inning hot. A base hit from Cahoon, then a double from Reister. Now 2 quick outs for Mankato National, and now Bennett's behind 0-2.
It's a little high.
For the River Rats here, trying to get in this run from third would be big. Back behind 2. 1-2. Lifted foul.
He's trying to get a better pitch there, fouling that ball off. He keeps in this count 1-2 count.
How important is it for the opposing team to get that starter out? We talk about pitch count a lot, driving up that pitch count, but how important is it to try and get that starter out as quickly as possible and get into the bullpen?
Well, especially not knowing this team, it's kind of hard to really judge what kind of bullpen they have. But generally speaking, you want to get out there early, especially when you're coming off a 3-0 gap there out of the gate. So.
And Ben Hain's been pitching well, picks up a strikeout to end the top of the second. But the River Rats get one back. It's 3-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Legion Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Your car is under extended warranty. There's no need to go back to the dealership. The team at Whit Brothers has dealt with every kind of extended warranty company. With a quick call, they'll know exactly what it'll take to get your repairs covered. Warranties are there to reduce stress and risk. So let Whit Brothers make actually using that warranty as easy as possible. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Whit Brothers Service located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Connect's Nurseries and Landscaping in Northfield is your all-in-one garden center. Come and browse thousands of trees, shrubs, perennials, and annuals, as well as a variety of soil, mulch, and rock. Connect's knowledgeable staff are here to help you with your next project. Check us out at Connex.net. That's KNECHTS.net, where plants and people connect.
Welcome back to Johnson Park in New Ulm, Minnesota for the first round of the Sub-State Tournament. Mays, Knutson, Sartell due up for Mankato National. Steve, a good inning for the River Rats to get one back after the Howie Reister double. What do they need to do here moving forward now as we start to get ready for the second time around the lineup with Mankato National?
Well, again, I think they're getting used to this team, and I think if he sticks with his game plan, nibbles on the outside and mixes it up a little bit, I think they'll be fine. The butterflies in that first inning, and then getting into the top of the second should settle down.
We saw him pick up a strikeout in the first. Got 2 quick outs, but then a 2-out rally from Mankato National. 3 hits, 3 runs, and an error. Put them in front, 3-1 now on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. 1-2 from Melgren. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Just what you talked about. Nibbling on that outside corner.
Yeah, he's going to continue to do that. If that works for him, he'll continue to do that. And mix it up, especially if he gets ahead of the count.
We even talked about in the first, he was really leaning on that fastball in the first. Maybe see him throw a couple more curveballs and that changeup once we get through the second time through the order. Here's Jaden Knutson, the right fielder. Misses outside. Went back to that curveball, drops in for a strike. Well, we've seen a couple more curveballs here this inning.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got a lot of control of that curveball today, so I think he might be a little hesitant to throw that. As we get a 2-1 count above, I think he's going to go back to his fastball.
Does, leaves it high, fouls it off 2-2.
It'll be important he picks up some confidence on that pitch, especially as we get through the order again here.
Produce some swing and misses with 2 strike counts and even find some location to get a couple of called strikes with that off speed. Here's the 2-2. Up and away, ball 3. Full count, nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. River Rats trailing 3-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the curveball. Cahoon throws it down to first to complete the strikeout.
That'll add confidence. That's really a good pitch there, and he went fishing for it.
He went fishing for it. Left it in the dirt and got the swing and miss, but flips the lineup card back over to the top with Taylor Sartell. 0 for 1 today. First pitch from Melgren. Curveball misses in the dirt.
If he's going to miss, that's where he wants to miss. He was a little high in that curveball earlier.
And leaving the curveball high certainly leaves opportunity for the batter to get in front and get some power behind it.
Came back with that fastball.
1-1 on the leadoff hitter, Sartell. Outside corner, called a strike, 1-2. Ground ball to the left side. Reister's got it on the hop. The throw to first is dug out by Bennett and in time for out number 3.
Beautiful play at first. That was nice. Nice scoop.
Rourke Bennett stepping in for Nico Vandewalker with the scoop. 3 up, 3 down. Go Mankato National as we head to the third. You're watching Legion Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com. Hit cut.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
3-1 Mankato National on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Ben Hain, out for another inning of work. Has been solid through 2, just allowing 1 run on 3 hits and 1 strikeout. We got to talk to him a little bit before the game. Played mostly JV during the spring, but is looking forward to a spot on the varsity squad this upcoming spring.
Yeah, I think he's fundamentally good. I think he'll make that graduation of varsity this next year. He seemed real confident, too.
Oh, he sounded very confident. We asked if he knew he was going to be in the starting rotation or if he was going to have to fight for it, and he said, I think I'm pretty much penciled in.
That's right.
Plays for Mankato West during the spring season. Misses inside. And he said he likes to start batters off with that fastball, and we've seen 2 here to open up the at-bat against the 9-hole hitter in Aiden Molesky. Goes right back to it, fouls it off. Seems to have a little more zip on it, too.
Yep. He's dedicated to baseball, so he pretty much shared with us that he'd make that varsity team, and I think he will, and that's his focus. Big baseball lover.
Asked if he played anything else, football, or did anything in the winter. He said, nope, I'm baseball year-round. You don't see that too often anymore. A lot of guys, and a lot of, when talking with college coaches as well, they like to see the multi-sport athletes as Hain picks up a strikeout.
Catch. It was a fastball in the outside, placed perfectly. That was a beautiful pitch.
Hain picks up his 2nd strikeout of the game. Flips the lineup card over to the top with Jake Geiger. But when talking with some college coaches and what they're looking for, of course, a kid who plays baseball year-round is going to have a lot more reps. Ooh, that one gets off of Geiger's helmet.
A helmet, yeah.
Geiger will take first base.
No worse for the wear.
Yeah. Looks unfazed.
Looks like it hit off the earpiece.
Well, that's certainly dangerous for Mankato National. Geiger, arguably the fastest guy on this team, especially with Cam Kaiser not here tonight. Jake Geiger has the wheels at first. See if they test his arm.
Not much of a lead.
And we'll see if they test the arm of Adam Tim, but you said it. Not much of a lead. Down by 2 here in the top of the 3rd. That one gets away. Geiger will take 2nd easily. A lot of the guys on the River Rats team I know are multi-sport athletes. Geiger's one of them, who's now standing on 2nd, played football and hockey. Teagan played football. Howie played football. Cam football and hockey. Austin Kep, who isn't playing this summer for the River Rats, but plays basketball and football as well. That one hit Melgren, back-to-back batters hit by a pitch.
Yeah, he really had control in the early innings there, the first couple batters he's faced, and now all of a sudden he's really rough around the edges, and the coach is going to go out and talk to him.
Head coach Jamie Mulvihill stroll out there and talk things over. First Geiger off the helmet, then Melgren. It looked like off the front leg. Dodged most of the bullet, but got nicked. It's now 2 on and 1 out, and that's one way for the River Rats to get some traffic on the base paths.
Discipline. There's no doubt that, especially if he's a little wild here, seeing a pitch or two isn't a bad idea. See if he can settle down. If he can't, keep putting the base runners on.
Mankato National looks like they have a full dugout for the first round of the sub-state tournament today. We'll see who they go with out of the pen first, but looking to ride Hain as much as they can, save their arms for this tournament. JT Groutman fouls the first pitch he sees. Grounded to the shortstop, his last at bat. Two on, 1 out. River Rats trailing by 2. The tying run is on first. Call the strike. Ryan Cahoon on deck. Scored the first run of the ball game last inning after getting on, and then Howie bringing him in on a ringing double. The 0-2 to the starting shortstop. In the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Tim. A lot of times that is how the game comes down at the end, is whether a catcher can make some big plays, keep runners from gaining that extra 90 feet. 1-2 on JT Groutman. We're going to check on Geiger at second. Lifted into the right side into foul territory, and the first baseman, Mason DeRose, makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, I think that mound visit was a well-advised mound visit. Settled him down a little bit, got his control back, and seems to be in order.
Brings up the catcher, Ryan Cahoon. 2 on, 2 down. River Rats trailing by 2. A step off. What typically, if a pitcher is losing a little bit of control, what do you think head coach Jamie Mulvihill was talking with him about?
Well, it's a long game. I think, a lot of these guys do a lot of visualization and really think it through, and they got to recenter, get their control back, and I think those little breaks can help them with that. No doubt.
Cahoon up and away. Talked about the visualization. That's certainly something that I've noticed across the board, not just at the pro and college levels, but even in high school. A lot more coaches have really looked into the visualization piece of getting ready for a ball game.
It's gotten so much more sophisticated in high school.
I know when I was in high school playing baseball, even running track and on the swim team, we would take time before the big games and big meets. We'd take an extra hour of class, which I've certainly appreciated, to go out and visualize before a big game. 2-1. Lifted foul, evens the count, 2-2.
If you have just something to rely on when you get out of control like that, and you can zone in on something that really relaxes you, it makes a big difference.
Slows the heartbeat. Brings the focus back to the catcher's mitt. Here's the 2-2. Lined up the middle. That will drop for a base hit. Geiger will hold up at third as the throw in is cut off.
That was well advised. He would have been dead at home there.
Sartell, the center fielder, with a big arm. But now the bases are loaded for the third baseman, Howie Reister. The go-ahead run on first is Cahoon. Tying run on second is J.T. Groutman. Big spot here for the River Rats.
We're seeing a theme. Everything's being done with 2 outs.
Mankato National scored their 3 runs with 2 outs. Curveball called a strike. Howie had the double in the top of the second, which scored the first River Rat run of the ball game. Geiger on third, Melgren on second, Cahoon on first. The 0-1. Inside. Checks his swing. It misses high, ball 2. Thought about it. Corner outfielder's playing more towards the gap, learning after his double to the right center fence in his last at-bat.
Well, you're not kidding. There's a lot of room down the lines.
2-1. Curveball misses high, ball 3. Good patience from the River Rat third baseman. Loves to work these deep counts.
Infield's pretty much playing straight up, but boy, that outfield, you're right. They really are favoring the center part of the field.
3-1, 2 down, bases loaded. Fouls it off. Tried to pull back, but just not enough. Runners will be off on the pitch. Hain likes the call. The 3-2. Runners take off, and it hits him.
Wow.
Off the helmet, and that's the third hit batter for Ben Hain this inning.
Just seems like it comes out of nowhere. It looks like he's doing fine. He's in the zone, and then all of a sudden he'll hit somebody. It's not consistent by any means.
Especially after how well those first 2 innings went, just allowing the 1 run, picking up a couple of strikeouts. Now here in the third, 3 hit batsmen. That puts the tying run 90 feet away in the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the center fielder, Caleb Graw, having a phenomenal summer as well. Really a utility guy for this team.
This is another situation. I'd watch a couple pitches here and see what this guy's got, if he's got his control back.
Take a strike here in this situation.
I would, yeah.
First pitch. Lifts it into shallow right. It'll be caught by DeRose for out number 3, but the River Rats get one back but leave the bases loaded after 3 hit batsmen. 3-2, Mankato National on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Legion Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery and I am loving it. My vision has never been better. Driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly, and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Yeah, exactly. 3-2 Mankato National on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. River Rats load up the bases and are able to score 1 run. We said maybe it was a take it till you get a strike situation.
Yeah.
And then the first pitch, Caleb Grossow flew out.
Yeah, you can't be really anxious in that situation. You've got to look at a couple pitches. When the guy's just not consistent like that, there's no need to, we're not in the bottom of the 7th. Mm-hmm. We got plenty of time. So take a look at a couple pitches. Make them throw. Build that pitch count. I think that's what you want to do. And I'm sure the coach is talking about that.
Mm-hmm. Especially after 3 hit batsmen in that same inning. One did come in to score, Jake Geiger, who got that started after getting hit in the helmet. He came in to score to make it a 1-run ball game, but now they'll go back to the bottom of the 3rd, and leading things off will be the 2-hole hitter in Zach Benson. 0 for 1 today. He struck out his first at-bat. First strikeout victim for Tegan Melgren as he kicks and fires, pops it up, right side, it'll get out of play. Now we saw Tegan throw a few more curveballs there that last inning. Do you want to see him do that again?
Well, I think if he can control it. I think right now he's just trying to figure out what pitches he can control. Mm-hmm. And he's probably a little bit disorganized in trying to figure out what's going on. So, I think he's gonna throw what he has most comfort in.
That fastball, he's gotten a couple of swing and misses on, has really liked that outside corner. Kicks and fires here, 1-1. Curveball called a strike.
Pretty pitch.
Starting to get some more control of that off speed. Now ahead 1-2 to Zach Benson. Foul tips it into the glove for out number 1. Ryan Cahoon holds on, and that's is Tegan Milgren's 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
It's definitely settling down.
Brings up the shortstop, Wilson Moggers. 1 for 1 today. Scored a run in the first. Called strike on the outside corner. Melgren has been starting to get a few more of those calls. That's actually Melgren's 4th strikeout. 0-1. Curveball, ground ball up the middle. Molesky charges, picks it up. The throw to first is not in time. Moggers beats it out.
He just barely got a piece of that ball. It was a well-pitched ball, and, that's what happens sometimes, right?
Sometimes all you have to do is put it in play, make the defense make a play. So that is Moggers' 2nd base hit of the game. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Mason Duros.
It's a big kid, 6'3", 210.
Curveball called a strike, drops back in. Duros today, 1 for 1. A run scored as well, and has made a couple of nice plays at first base. Ended the River Rats' threat as he fouls that one off 0-2.
Looked like he was looking fastball there.
Sped up out in front of the curveball. 2 strikes. No balls, 1 out. Runner on first. This one's driven hard, deep to left, towards the line. It is just foul. Duros nearly put one over the left field fence, but just foul.
He used all of his 6'3" frame on that one.
He got every piece of it. Just pulled it foul. And you mentioned it right before. All 6'3" of that frame. Mankato National has someone warming up in the bullpen. Can't quite see the number from all the way up here. 2 strikes, curveball pulled foul. So after the 3 hit batters from Ben Hain, we'll see if they bring in the bullpen now or if they give him another chance.
Looks like it's Evan Mays, from what I can see, number 10.
This one's driven out towards left, towards the line again. This time it is foul again. Looked like he might have had a chance to stay fair.
He barely missed that.
Wow.
That was not foul by much. So Evan is the DH.
Yeah, he's DHing for the pitcher, Ben Hain.
But it looks like he's warming up in the bullpen.
Yep, that is definitely Evan Mays. But the battle is here at the plate with Mason Duros. He's driven a couple to the left, but just foul. Still behind 0-2.
Feels like wasting a pitch in the dirt here might not be a bad idea.
Does just that. Went back to the fastball in the dirt. Also leaves this one in the dirt. Good block by Cahoon, but it's enough to advance Moggers to second.
Really isn't much more he can do catching there. He just kept it in front of him, and
would have been a tough play to try and get Moggers.
Ill-advised throw for sure.
2-2, 1 down. Runner takes off for third. The curveball's pulled to the left side. Groutman picks it up, throws to first. It is not dug out of the dirt, and Moggers will score. 4-2 Mankato National. Duros reaches on an error, collects an RBI, and that's another one. A low throw from Groutman, and Rourke Bennett couldn't dig it out of the dirt. Second error for the River Rats. Now that puts Duros on first and Adam Tim to the plate. That one's outside. Now there, if you're JT Groutman, the shortstop, would you like him to see him take maybe an extra second to collect his feet and deliver more of a throw to the chest?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for us to say up here, but certainly they did everything right there. They focused on the batter, and didn't let all the interference get to him, and it was just an unfortunate throw. So
another curveball.
Got away from him a little bit there.
We've seen Rourke Bennett play some first base this season, but typically he is that fourth outfielder. He's gotten a couple of starts there at first, but typically comes off the bench as a pinch hitter late in games or will start in the outfield. Nico Vandewalker, typically the starting first baseman, not here today.
So you talked about that earlier in Legion Ball with everybody on vacation. That happens to you sometimes, and folks get out of position. They're not used to playing necessarily all the time, and that's when you're going to start seeing those errors.
Sometimes that is the beauty of Legion Baseball. You get some kids that maybe don't get to play as much in the spring, or, if the regular starters aren't there, they don't get that time even off the bench to pinch hit. It gives especially guys like Rourke Bennett and Aiden Molesky and Caleb Gra, who didn't get a lot of time in the spring, to get those reps that they're going to need once springtime comes around and they're more relied on in the varsity season.
Yeah, that's a really good point, AJ. Here
is Colton Ball. Lays down a bunt. Melgren comes off the mound, but sorted Rourke Bennett off first, and no one was covering the bag. An infield single off the bunt of Colton Ball. So now the bases are loaded with just one out. Here's Taven Pribble, the left fielder. Curveball in the dirt, good stop by Cahoon. But there on the bunt, Steve, you see Melgren come off the mound, but then Bennett come down the line. What has to happen there? Is there more just communication, or?
Yeah, well, you saw the second baseman and first baseman after that play talking to each other, like, what's up? Who's covering what here? And so I think it's just that, getting used to playing with each other, understanding the situation. And it can be tough, especially in these games when they haven't seen any of these folks either. You don't know how quick the guys are, unless they've got a decent scouting report.
Mm-hmm. A crucial mistake leads to the bases loaded situation. 2-1 is the count on Taven Pribble. Up and away, ball 3.
As usual, good defense and pitching. That's what's going to win this ball game. So, stating the obvious.
Well, we've seen 2 errors from the Riff Rats, and that is what has cost them a few games this summer. Full count now with 1 out and the bases loaded. Runners will be off on anything on the ground. Popped up foul. We'll do it again.
Playing a little in the corners. Outfield's in a little bit.
Trying to cut the runner down at the plate if there's a ground ball to the corners. 3-2. Pulled foul. Good battle here from Taven Pribble. 0 for 1 today, but has a big chance here to extend the Mankato National lead. Driven left side through for a base hit. 1 run will score, and that will be it. But a big base hit from Taven Pribble extends the Mankato National lead to 3.
They're starting to let the game come to him. That was an outstanding at-bat. Took it to a full count, fouled off a few pitches, and, I think that's the way to do it here. Is really just let the game come to you, be patient, and I think it'll pay off for you.
Fouled off a lot of pitches in that bat and ended up just driving one through that 5.5 hole. Curveball called a strike on Evan Mays.
Yeah, he got the pitch that he wanted there.
Kept battling, drove up that pitch count like we talked about. That one misses high. Daniel Warden will be first out of the pen for the River Rats. Doesn't look like he's warming up quite yet. Robert Garcia going to stick with Tegan Melgren for as long as he can here. Curveball driven over the second baseman's head. Another run will score. Runner from second being waved around. He will score. And Mankato National picks up 2 more on the Evan Mays base hit.
He's going to need to get out there and talk with him. I think this would be an appropriate time, and here he comes.
Cahoon walks out. Nick Zabel, the assistant coach for the River Rats, going to take some time as well to deliver a couple of more baseballs, then go on out and talk with Melgren. Big inning here for Mankato National. 4 runs, and they lead 7-2 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Nothing stirring yet.
Not yet. What's the conversation here if you're Nick Zabel talking things over? It's been tough. A couple of errors have extended this inning, and now 4 runs on the board.
Well, it's the same as the batters. You want to get back to what you're good at and let the game come to you. Pitch your pitches, because if they're going to sit back and wait and get their pitches, you just have to be really effective, and you have to go back to what's gotten you to the point where you're on the mound. And that's about all you can do at this point. I think they're just buying a little time, although they don't have anybody up in the pen, which surprises me a little bit.
Daniel Warden will be the first down there, from what we've been told, but don't see him down there yet. Here's Jaden Knutson, the right fielder, with the top of the order due up next. Intele Sartell. That one's in the dirt.
There's got to be a lot of confidence, though, that he feels that he doesn't have somebody up in the pen right now, down 7-2. So maybe he knows something more than we do up here, I would guess.
Tegan Melgren was the ace for the Raiders during the spring season. This one's lifted out towards shallow left. Groutman in the grass will make the catch for out number 2, and everybody stays put. The rising junior, JT Groutman, with a nice play. That'll bring up the top of the order into Intele Sartell. 0 for 2 today. Looking to break that streak with the bases loaded. With runners on the corners and 2 down. Curveball just misses inside. A perfect day for baseball. No wind. The flags are sitting straight down. A couple of clouds. Runner takes out for second. Lifted out towards right. In comes Heinertz. Out goes Bennett. Laying out is Heinertz, and it hits the ground. And a run will score. So a bloop single for Intele Sartell. Picks up another run. And it's 8-2 Mankato National. Gabe Heinertz laid out for it, gave it his best effort, but came up just short as it dropped right in front of his glove. Almost looked like he caught it, but the field umpire saying nope, it hit the ground. This one's driven to left, and that one will drop in for a base hit. Mankato National starting to blow this one open as they score their 6th of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, I just wonder if there's something going on. Why he doesn't have somebody up in the bullpen at this point. It's really surprising to me.
We don't see Warden up on the fence, so I'm wondering maybe if he is out behind. There's a lot of space behind the field. We saw the gate open to the football field, but don't see him in the bullpen. Here's Wilson Moggers, the shortstop. He's been having a good day. 2 for 2, 2 runs scored after the Zach Benson base hit. Lifted foul. (9-2) Mankato National on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Not how the River Rats saw this 3rd inning going after bringing it back within 1. Curveball misses high. They're starting to build momentum with the bases loaded jam in the top of the half. But the Mankato National bats alive. 2-2, 2 down. Runners on first and second. Now Daniel Warden will pop out of the dugout and start to walk towards the bullpen. That one gets away from Cahoon. Both runners will advance 90 feet. Now 2 runners in scoring position and a full count upcoming.
These Mankato batters have really done a nice job of fouling pitches off, looking for their pitch, being very patient, and, you continue to see it pay off.
9 hits, 9 runs for Mankato National's offense. The 3-2. Lifted into right. Heinrich's giving chase. It'll drop in for a base hit. 2 more runs will score. Wilson Mockers, his third base hit of the game, picks up a couple of RBIs, and it's 11-2 Mankato National.
You know, at this point, as he warms up in the bullpen, they're just trying to get him through this inning. And, you know, at this point, he should just pitch to that batter and focus on what he does well. And it's about all you can do in that situation right now. As I said earlier, I was surprised he didn't have him warming up a little bit earlier, but I think you'll see him come in next inning.
Mason Duros swings and misses. Well, we had Wilson Moggers circled on our lineup card coming into this game, the Gatorade Player of the Year. He's 3 for 3 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs just in the third inning. Duros behind 0-2. He's 1 for 2 today with a couple of runs scored. That one's in the dirt. Good 2-strike pitch. Big gap out in right center with Caleb Graub playing more towards left. Runner takes out for second. The curveball's high. The throw down to second will go into center field. Moggers will stay put at second after the stolen base.
Yeah, it's been pretty evenly spread. Knutson looks like the only one that hasn't gotten a hit yet for Mankato.
The hitting train has been rolling through New Ulm today.
Literally.
Outside. 10 hits for Mankato National, 4 for the River Rats. They looked like they were going to have an offensive explosion in the third, getting the bases loaded. Just were able to score 1 run. It's been Mankato National who's taken advantage of the offensive opportunities as Malgren loses Duros on pitches.
Kind of beating a dead horse. I think that you saw how patient this team is and how they've been fouling off pitches and really looking for their pitch. Where, you look at Northfield, they're a little anxious up there. They need to be patient. They need to do the same thing. Relax a little bit. Let the game come to them.
Especially in that third inning when Ben Hain had 3 hit batsmen.
That's right.
Taking till you get a strike, letting the game come to you, like you said. Misses low, ball 2.
Yep. Now we're starting to see some frustration out there, which it's hard to do at this age, really, when you give up 8 runs in the bottom of the third.
Especially in the first round of the sub-state tournament. Got a little more to play for. The winner of today will play tomorrow against the winner of Marshall and Waseca, who are playing as we speak on the field next to us. Runners take off. Inside, throw down to third is not in time. Moggers just got under the tag. Not a bad throw from Cahoon either. Mankato National looking for that 10-run rule. Here's the 3-1. Called a strike on the outside corner. They'll still have to play 5 innings. Mankato also needs another run to even put that rule into effect. Popped up shallow, not even out of the infield as Molesky makes the grab for out number 3.
Rough outing for him.
Rough outing indeed. 8 runs in the bottom of the third. It's 11-2 Mankato National on the Heritage Bank scoreboard as we head to the 4th. You're watching Legion Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Merchants Bank, we're committed to creating thriving communities and helping our customers succeed. Hi, I'm Rob, the mortgage lender at Merchants Bank. It is such a privilege to work with a company where all employees are focused on providing the very best customer service. We'll be with you every step of the way as we work towards your financial goals together, whether it's growing a business, buying a home, or planning for retirement. Yeah, we're a bank, but what we really do is make life moments happen. Stop in. I look forward to making your goals a reality.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
New pitcher on the mound for Mankato National is Evan Mays, the designated hitter. Will take over on the mound for Ben Hain. We saw him warming up in the bullpen, and now he enters the game in the fourth. Hayes finishes the game after throwing, if I can find the number, there it is, throwing 3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, and picked up a couple of strikeouts. He hit 3 batters in the third. River Rats were able to capitalize and score 1, but then, of course, the big explosion for Mankato National offensively. 8 runs in the bottom of the third, and they lead 11-2. Steve, if you're head coach Robert Garcia, obviously not the outing you were looking for defensively, but what do you tell the guys coming back to the plate down by 9?
I mean, it's discipline. Get back to your game. Hang in there, get your pitch. Don't try to get 9 runs right away. Just chip away, and they still have several innings to do that. Don't lose your patience. Don't be frustrated. Good, disciplined baseball. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. That's about all you can do in a situation like this.
And you mentioned it. I mean, plenty of game left. Mankato National didn't get that 9th run in the third to make it a 10-run deficit. So as of right now, we're still going to play all 7. So the River Rats still have a chance here as we head to the top of the fourth. Heinrichs rips one to third, but a nice play by Zach Benson in the hot corner for out number 1.
That's what you got to do, though. Keep the confidence, nice swing, got his pitch. Just got to hit them where they ain't, I guess.
And that's also been a story this summer for the River Rats. A lot of these guys, hard contact, a lot of power. It's a very big lineup, this senior class. A lot of athletes, but it's been tough this summer and even towards the end of the spring season, just hitting the ball where the defenders are instead of where they're not. This one's lifted out towards right, but it will be caught by Jaden Knutson for out number 2.
It's a quick inning so far, and they've got a guy up in the bullpen. It looks like they've got Cole Olson up in the bullpen.
So first it was Ben Hain for 3 innings, and now Evan Mays. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. Here's the 9-hole hitter in Aiden Molesky. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Top of the order, and Jake Geiger due up next. The 1-0 in the dirt ball, too. Not really what you were hoping for if you're the River Rats after being out in the field for so long. 2 quick outs offensively. Chopper right side. Charging, and he will throw out on the tag, says the field umpire. 3 up, 3 down, go the River Rats, and Evan Mays has a quick outing in the fourth as we head to the home half. You're watching Legion Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Randy Olson, Community Resource Bank is a pillar in the local community, providing banking, lending, and investment services. Our team continues to be a financial resource to families and businesses. With decades of trusted experience, our team is committed to your financial needs. We're here to work together with you on any project, big or small. Our success comes from our dedicated, knowledgeable, and professional employees. Stop by one of our 2 Northfield locations to see a smiling and familiar face. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouth guard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
New pitcher for the Northfield River Rats is Danny Warden. Enters the game after 3 innings from Tegan Melgren, a rough outing for the senior, going to play baseball with his brother and his cousin at St. John's in the fall. But here is Daniel Warden making his first appearance for the River Rats this summer. Hasn't been around a whole lot on running around, vacation, and also started up a business this summer. He will be staying in town after graduating this last spring and has his own business, Danny's Window Cleaning, making your outlook brighter. So,
and he's a character. We
oh,
talked
he
to him
is.
before the game. Oh my gosh.
I've known Danny for a long time. Him and Howie were childhood best friends, and he is a heck of a character and loves the game of baseball. Has been playing for as long as I can remember. Plays football. I think he's on the weightlifting team as well in the winter. I'm not 100% sure, but don't quote me on that. But he's in the game now, has his own business, and now pitching for the River Rats in the sub-state tournament. Delivers a strike to Colton Ball, who's 2 for 2 today.
This is a perfect guy to have in there. I don't think much rattles him.
Popped it up. Warden off the mound. Makes the catch for out number 1. I mean, we were firing questions at him before the game about his business, and he was ready to field all of them.
He's ready to go.
Brings up the left fielder, Taven Pribble. 1 for 2 today. Delivers a strike. So if you're in the Northfield area and need your windows cleaned, you're looking at the guy who can do a good job. He's on the mound and gets a swing and a foul tip, 0-2. Even the guys in the dugout were giving him some crap in the dugout before the game about his business. Oh, that one just misses low.
They had all kind of ideas for him. Some of them we can't talk about on air.
No. But they were saying, let's pitch in and put up signs on every street corner in Northfield. 1-2. This one's lifted into shallow right, and it'll drop in for a base hit.
That wasn't a very well hit ball. If he continues to do what he's doing, just get the ball in the strike zone. That's what they need right now. He's the perfect fit for the situation.
Brings up Evan Mays, now pitching. Was the designated hitter, but now on the mound. A quick outing in the top of the 4th. Called a strike on the outside corner. Some other defensive changes after Daniel entered the game on the mound. Tegan Melgren moved over to first. So Rourke Bennett will take a seat, and Warden will hit for him in the bottom half. I don't know when the last time Tegan played first. Played Was mostly a pitcher and an outfielder during the spring season. Caught the last regular season game for the River Rats. I can't remember the last time he played first. He has a first baseman's mitt, though, over there, so he's clearly prepared.
I think it's on loan.
I don't know if the River Rats have another lefty, so he had to really dig and find that glove. This one's driven out towards right center. Heinrich's underneath it, makes the grab for out number 2. I guess I can't think of anybody else that's on the Northfield squad that's a lefty. Oh, I think it's just Tegan.
Yeah, JT, even when the guy got on first, is chuckling with the umpire. He's loose. I don't think he's tight or nervous at all.
There's not much that rattles him. That one gets away from Cahoon. Late jump from Pribble, but he'll take second.
It looked like a pass ball to me.
Just bounced off the tip of the glove of Cahoon.
See how they score that, but it looked like a pass ball.
One and 0 on the pitcher, the right fielder, Jaden Knutson. That one drifts inside for ball 2.
Knutson's looking for his first hit today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 0 for 2.
Yeah, he's the only one that doesn't have a hit here.
Lifts it into left field. Down the line it goes and into the Mankato National bullpen, where Cole Olson is warming up and picks up an extra baseball. Called a strike. Gets that outside corner called. Evens the count 2-2 with 2 down and Pribble on second. Continues to work that fastball.
Got to give credit to the umps. Pretty well called game so far.
Nothing too egregious.
No.
We'll do it again with a full count. And you talked about how patient this Mankato national team has been at the plate. Another good at bat here for Jaden Knutson. Fouls it off.
I'll tell you, they really know how to work the count. And, just stay in there. Again, look for your pitch. That's what they've been doing.
Drove up that pitch count, especially in the third inning. And Danny got a couple of quick outs, but now battling here with the 9-hole hitter. 3-2. Walks him.
Really good at bat.
That'll flip the lineup card back to the top with Tele Sartell. 2 down with 2 on. Sartell 1 for 3 today.
It's been interesting. They've really been struggling with 2 outs. They just can't put them away. Every inning it seems like that.
Scored their first 3 runs with 2 outs. This one gets away from Cahoon, no throw. That one just off his glove again. Not typical we see Cahoon struggle with some of those pitches, but we've seen 2 this inning. Cahoon's moved around a bit in the spring and this summer. Played first base and was the backup catcher to Howie during the spring season. Played left field in the final regular season game. Getting some rest behind the dish because Cahoon also along with playing Legion, plays club ball, plays town ball. Ground ball up the middle, that'll sneak through for a base hit. Pribble will score, Knutson will round third and score. And it's a 2-run base hit for Sartell, his second base hit of the ball game. 13-2 Mankato National on the Heritage Bank scoreboard brings up Zach Benson.
Walk us through that 10-run rule, AJ. How does that work? So we're in the 4th right now.
Yep, so if the River Rats, I'm like 85, 90% sure that if the River Rats do not score 2 runs in the top of the 5th, if the score holds here 13-2, then the game will be over. But the River Rats have to make the deficit less than 10 in the 5th. If they do that, then the game will continue. But if after that Mankato National retakes a 10-run lead, then it'll be like a walk-off.
It's too nice a day for that to happen. So we're going to need some runs in the top half of the 5th.
I completely agree. It's a beautiful day. The sun's out. The clouds have started to part. A little bit of a breeze to cool things down. It's been really hot recently. Zach Benson 1 for 3 today. Ahead 2-1 with Sartell on first. Misses high, ball 3. Wilson Moggers on deck. Line into right field, base hit. Heinrich's laid out for it. That will sneak all the way to the wall. Sartell will score. Benson has third. He's getting waved around. He's running out of gas. The throw in from Groutman is in time. Groutman with the relay throw to the plate. Cahoon puts the tag on him, and Benson is gunned down at the plate, trying an inside the park home run, but it's 14-2 Mankato National. As we head to the top of the 5th, River Rats need 3 to keep this game alive. You're watching Legion Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
New pitcher on the mound for Mankato National is Cole Olson. And we saw Benson get all the way to third, and he just looked gassed as he rounded third. Was gunned down at the place, and they're going to give him some rest as it looks like they'll have a new third baseman. It will be number 23, Tegan Wendelin. But that was a fun play after.
Well, I almost want to see it again. He may have twisted his ankle around in second there, and that's why he looked like he was a little out of sorts coming around third. It's a heck of a hit, and he'll get a rest.
Trying to go the full 360. Around the base paths, but he was breathing hard as he hit third base. Hopefully he didn't twist his ankle rounding second. That'd be a tough way to start off the sub-state tournament. So hopefully Zach Benson's all right, but gave it a ride. The right scored another run for Mankato National, and the River Rats will need 3 here to keep this game alive with the 10-run rule in effect. It's 14-2.
Top of the order. I mean, if you're going to do it, now's the time to do it, right?
Exactly, especially with this top of the order: Jake Geiger, Tegan Melgren, J.T. Krautman, Ryan Cahoon, Howie Reister. They've been the guys this summer. They were the guys in the spring that got into the state tournament. We'll see what they can do here with the season on the line. First pitch to Geiger is called a strike. Cole Olson is the new pitcher. Evan Mays, just 1 inning. Only faced 3 batters through 6 pitches. This one's lifted to left center, down for a base hit.
It's a good start.
Geiger picks up his second base hit. He's 2 for 2 today with a run scored. Tegan Melgren digs in. Him and Geiger were hit by a pitch their last time up, which led to a bases loaded scenario in the 3rd inning. That one dips back over the plate for a strike. Fisted into left field. That one will get down for a base hit. Just off the handle of the bat, and Melgren shakes that one off. So 2 quick base hits for the River Rats here to lead off the 5th. Brings up the shortstop, J.T. Groutman, who's 0 for 2. That's exactly what they needed. Down by 12. Trying to keep this game alive. Misses high. And both of those base hits not super hard hit, but just enough to get into the outfield and be counted as a base hit. Called a strike, evens the count.
You know, that was a good take right there. That pitch, that was a hard pitch to hit, and so they're showing some patience. That'll bode well for him here.
Strike on the outside corner.
Last thing you want to do is to hit into a double play here.
Ryan Cahoon on deck. He's 2 for 2 today. That one's in the dirt.
He's trying to keep the ball down. He really is trying to get a ground ball here out of this situation. To stop the minimal bleeding that's occurring right now.
Try and hold on to that 10-run lead if you're Mankato National and get out of this game early and save those arms for tomorrow. Swing and a miss. Groutman goes down swinging for out number 1.
Yeah, I even say, even though he struck out swinging. It was a disciplined at-bat. He didn't swing at those low pitches. You know, I'd rather have a strikeout than a double play here, that's for sure.
Brings up Ryan Cahoon, 2 for 2 with a run scored. Scored the lone run in the 2nd to get the scoring started for the River Rats.
This Mankato team's going to be tough. They're playing a really good defensive game. Pitching seems to be pretty much in order other than early in the game. Ooh.
Nice play by Nick Zabel at first.
Sign him up.
Plays for the Dundas Dukes, the town ball team, where the River Rats play their home games. Nice barehanded play at first. But now Cahoon behind 0-2. That one's inside. Howie Reister on deck. Kicks and fires the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. Nasty off-speed pitch from Cole Olson. Picks up his second strikeout. Back to back. And now the River Rats, again, 85 to 90% sure.
We're going to test your theory here. Hopefully we get these 2 runs in, get a couple more, and then we don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. First pitch to Reister. Called a strike on the outside corner. Had a double in the second to score the first run of the ball game for Northfield. Then was hit by a pitch his last at bat. Strike 2. Oh, 2. 2 down, 2 runners on for the River Rats. The pitch. Misses high. Caleb Graw on deck if Howie's able to get aboard. Big gap down the right field line. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball, and that just misses him. Thought it might have caught a piece of the jersey, but he stays in. It might have, and he just doesn't want to take first base. That's what I'm going to roll with. Misses high. Full count, 2 down, 2 runners on. The pitch to Howie Reister. Runners take off, fouls it off. The game after us. 2 teams starting to file in, New Prague and New Ulm. They're scheduled to start in about an hour at 7. Here's the 3-2. Ball 4. Good at bat from Howie Reister, able to work a walk. That will load the bases for Caleb Graw.
Has a good time to break his 0 for 3 here.
He's been solid defensively all season. Has had some big base hits when they've needed him. And they need him now. Inside, just gets out of the way. Gabe Heinrichs on deck. Ooh.
Nice pitch.
Called on the outside corner, evens the count 1-1. Graw's been the utility man for this River Rats squad, has played almost every outfield position, has played short, third, second. Has been solid with the bat in his hand as well. A rising senior. Got a good amount of playing time in the spring as a junior. Helped the team get to the state tournament. Started in the state tournament in their second game against Mankato East. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on the inside pitch. Evens the count, 2-2. Graw trying to keep this game alive. The 2-2. All 3. Full count. Runners will be off on the pitch. Another full count for Cole Olson after walking Howie. And a base hit from Geiger and Melgren. The 3-2. Runners take off. Ball 4 is high. And that will walk in a run, make it 14-3 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. And head coach Jamie Mulvihill will walk out and talk things over.
You got the bullpen active again.
Looks like number 4, Brant Kenward.
Yep, Brant Kenward.
River Rats will need 2 here to keep this game alive, if my theory is correct, if my memory serves me well.
I'm hoping we don't test it.
I'm hoping as well. I'd rather not find out today. Here's Gabe Heinrichs. Another one of those senior leaders during the spring season, getting ready to play in the fall with UW River Falls.
You have quite a few folks that are committed on this Northfield team, huh?
Oh, yeah. A lot of this senior class for a long time has been one that's been turned to even when they were younger. They would play up on teams, not just for baseball, for hockey, for basketball, for football. I know Jake Geiger's going to go to Iowa State, but he definitely could have played any sport he wanted to at the college level. Tegan Melgren, who started the game, is pitching at St. John's. Cam Kaiser's going to play hockey in college, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure he's playing college hockey. Ground ball to the right side. DeRose picks it up and steps on the bag for out number 3, and that will do it. The River Rats fall in the first round of the sub-state tournament. Mankato National wins it 14-3, and they will play tomorrow against the winner of Marshall and Waseca. We'll come back in a couple of minutes for the Service Master by Hyatt post-game cleanup. You're watching Legion Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. This opportunity gives students a chance to get real-life experience and build their writing skills. Working at Northfield Live isn't just about the on-screen coverage. The reports and stories about games, athletes, and coaches are just as important as broadcasting the game itself. If you or someone you know might be interested in learning how to write stories about local high school sports, we encourage you to call, text, or email us at the Northfield Live page anytime. From all of us at Northfield Live, go Raiders!
It's baseball season, and I know my kids always seem to bring home enough dirt from the field to create a pitcher's mound. When the battle with dirt and stains leaves you exhausted and feeling like it's an extra inning game, call Service Master by Hyatt and let us hit a home run cleaning carpet. You will feel like you're walking away with a come-from-behind win after Service Master by Hyatt gets your carpet as clean as a relief pitcher's uniform. Call us today at 507-366-7149.
Welcome to the post-game cleanup brought to you by Service Master by Hyatt. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. Steve, tough day for the River Rats. 14-3 the final. Mankato National just too much. 14 hits, 14 runs, a couple of errors by the River Rats defensively. But the big thing that we noticed from this offense is how patient they were.
Yeah, they really were, and kids from Northfield, they can keep their heads high. They've had a heck of a run, through the regular season in the spring and the summer. They just came up against a really, really strong Mankato team today. And, when we talked to the coach earlier, Robert Garcia, he said, keep the defense going. It's all about pitching and defense and small ball. Well, they really didn't have an opportunity to play much small ball with this Mankato team, and they got in that hole and they just couldn't dig themselves out.
6 hits for the River Rats compared to the Mankato National 14. The pitching for Mankato National got a little iffy there in the third. 3-hit batsman from Ben Hain, but he finished with 3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, couple of strikeouts. But then Evan Mays and Cole Olson came into the game and cleaned things up. Mays had a quick 4th inning. Then Olson ran into some trouble, allowed 1 run, but picked up a couple of strikeouts. The River Rats, defensively, we talked about a couple of errors. Tegan Melgren, 3 innings, 11 hits, only 6 earned runs. Those 2 errors really ended up hurting the River Rats late, but he did pick up 4 strikeouts. Then we saw Danny Warden come in and allow 3 hits, earn 3 earned runs, and 1 walk. But overall, you got to give credit where credit is due, and Mankato National came to play. But like you said, the River Rats, a great regular season, a great spring season where they got to the state tournament, but the road ends here. Again, Mankato National will play tomorrow. Not quite sure who won the game a little bit earlier from us, whether it was Marshall or Wasika. That's who Mankato National will play, but the road ends here for the Northfield River Rats. Any final thoughts, Steve?
No, I just think Mankato's going to be a team to watch, and it'll be interesting to see how they do in the next round here in the sub-state. And, Northfield will go back, lick their wounds, and come back at it next year. Exactly. Come back at it next season. Whole new team. A lot of these guys moving on to college in the fall, as we talked about throughout the broadcast, including Howie Reister, Tegan Melgren, Gabe Heineritz, Jake Geiger, Cam Kaiser, who's not here. He is moving on as well. Grant Hutton, who got injured towards the end of the spring season, didn't get to play this summer, but he is moving on as well. Daniel Warden, though, he's sticking around in Northfield. If you need your windows cleaned, check out Danny's Window Cleaning. He'll be sticking around. Make sure if you need your windows cleaned, he's you go to Danny. He's going to be one of the leaders next year, and he's going to be cleaning a lot of windows. So
exactly. He's got it all lined up for the rest of this summer and the next. But from all of us here at Northfield Live, from my partner Steve Rapiano and AJ Reister, we will see you in the fall for the football season.